Trumpets in the distance, feel the atmosphere tremble. Sky about to split like a scroll disassembled. The sun riding in with a crown fire force. And every power of the earth getting forced fully door. Peasants gonna bow like they finally got knees. Ocean stand still like they froze mid-breeze. Stars lining up like they checking formation. Creation holds its breath for the king of all nations. No rumor gonna hide him, no darkness eclipse him. He's coming so bright, even shadows go missing. And every throne man built gonna crumble like chalk. Cause the Lion of Judah ain't coming to talk. Sound a call, let the whole world sing. Jesus is king, Jesus is king. Evil trembles, even darkness will scream. Jesus is king, Jesus is king. From the north to the south, from the east to the west, every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus is king, Jesus is king. Shout it, Jesus is king, Jesus is king. The sky lighting up like eternity's flag. Boom, angels in the clouds like a heavenly gang. Graves popping open like they couldn't stay sealed. Cause the king stepped in and the truth got revealed. Kingdom coming down like a meteor descent. Holy fire in his eyes, yeah, this time he's not sent to be marked, bruised, beaten, or pushed to a tree. He coming crowned up with full authority. Every crown man war gonna melt like wax. Every lie devil soul getting charged with facts. The judge on the throne, yeah, the verdict is written. He returns like lightning, be prepared and just listen. Sound the call, let the whole world sing. Jesus is king, Jesus is king. Evil trembles, even darkness will scream. Jesus is king, Jesus is king. From the north to the south, from the east to the west.
Good evening and welcome to Steadfast Breaks. This is break 412. We're breaking 2026 Topps Series 1 3-box team break coming at you hot. Today is May the 4th. May 4th. May the Force be with you. Let's go, Star Wars. Let's go. For all those Star Wars fans out there, may the 4th be with you. A special edition Monster Mash Monday here at Steadfast Breaks. Let's back up here. Steadfast Breaks, we're family breakers. It's myself, a dad, my two boys. I got both my boys today. Let's go. I got my youngest 11-year-old Kian top loading, organized right next to me. I got my oldest 14-year-old in the background organizing. CEO of all things funny. We got some good baseball to talk about today. I always like to say at Steadfast Breaks where faith, family, and baseball collide in for a good time, and we're in for a great time. Series 1. Kian, no doubt about it. Dathan, no doubt about it. This Series 1 has treated us very well. We've pulled some really, really cool hits, some old school autos. We've yet to hit an all aces or all kings. We've yet to hit that 19, I think the 52 variation, old school variation. Those are super, super tough pulls, but maybe tonight is the night. Couple announcements before we talk about, we got some good baseball. We're going to rip some cards. If you're new with us, we always do a hit recap at the very end. So if you're not watching this live, you go just fast forward to the very end. We hit top load all the big hits, notable rookie cards, inserts, all that stuff. Usually during the live break, we'll sleeve it, but we will make sure to top load all those notable stuff before it ships out. All this will ship out on Wednesday. Man, today is a Monster Mash Monday. How Monster Mash Monday works around here at Steadfast Breaks is you get to predict who will hit a home run tomorrow during Taco Tuesday. So get your votes in, get your predictions in. It's just a free way, a cool way to test your baseball IQ and kind of the matchups, right? So if you go to steadfastbreaks.com/Monster Mash Monday, the link is in the video description and in the live chat. So if you are there, you can click that in. Like I said, it's free. So you can either win a free pack of cards or $5 break credits if your player that you predict hits a home run tomorrow during Taco Tuesday. All submissions need to be in today. Steadfast Family Appreciation Break is coming around the corner. It's a free break for you. We're doing Series 1, the Future Chrome, coming up here in July. Potentially Series 2, depending on release dates, heritage, all that good stuff. Everything we do, all the details, go to steadfastbreaks.com/family. We'll even ship the cards to you for free. This is just our fun way to show our appreciation for you as a family. So all the details are on our website. Get in the action for free. I think that is all our announcements. Oh, I think the only one thing that we got is Taco Tuesdays tomorrow. We have auctions ending here in the next hour and 30 minutes, hour and 25 minutes. If you're in this break, in today's break, you get free shipping for our Taco Tuesday. So if you win, whether you win one more team or 10 more teams, it is free shipping. We'll combine both break nights, all the teams packaged in one package, save you on shipping. Just your chance to kind of double down on your favorite team or maybe hunt for that rookie you've been looking for. Tomorrow for Taco Tuesday, we're doing 2026 Topps Heritage Hobby 2-box team break. All right, I'm going to do this blaster. Let's get this show on the road. Dathan, we have some really, really cool baseball things to talk about this past weekend. Now, we're huge Halo fans around here. We never sell the Halo spot, but over the years, and this has been fully documented, you and Kian have kind of spread your wings a little bit, and have taken the liking of several different teams, particularly some players from those teams. I think it is safe to say that you are a casual Mets fan and a really strong Mark Vientos fan who is a core player for the New York Mets. Your New York Mets went head to head with my Halos in Anaheim. Well, I guess with our Halos, I guess as a family. I think you're still partial Halo fan, but this weekend you no doubt were a New York fan. And correct me if I'm wrong. Is that true? Is that true facts, Nathan?
Yeah.
I don't think you're talking on the mic. There, can you do that again? And I'm not getting a read there, so it's okay. Well, maybe you can switch with Keen real quick right now so you can talk on the mic.
Oh, there we go. I think it's working now, right?
Oh, yeah, I got you now.
All right.
There you go. Beautiful.
So
is that correct? You're a huge Vanto fan and you're a New York Mets fan.
Yep.
Now, obviously, both of our teams, this was kind of a cool kind of meeting of teams. Both of our teams have been doing really poor.
Yeah.
Very similar records. I think your team probably has had more expectation of success than Angels. I don't think many people had the Angels
not even the Phillies,
doing much this year, but I think a lot of people thought Mets were going to be competitive. Potentially.
But not Phillies.
We're not talking about the Phillies right now, so you don't need to dog that. Keen obviously is a big Phillies fan. Phillies, I think right now have a better record than the Mets, but we won't talk about it right now. We're talking about the Angels and the Phillies. But before we do, we had a little competition. What do you want to say about our competition? What was on the line this weekend?
100 push-ups in a hanger box.
Nice. Anything else you want to add about that? Ooh, Shohei Ohtani 35th anniversary.
Won the bet.
Mike Trout, Titans of the game insert.
Hit 2 2-run shots in one game.
That is true. True facts. Anything else you want to say about this weekend's festivities? Houston Astros team spring training parallel.
Mets got lucky because Urena got hit by a line drive to the knee.
On Friday's game?
Yeah.
He was cruising. He was cruising for Halos' greatest hits. Kansas City Royals star Bobby Witt Jr. Acuna Titans of the game. Anything else you want to add before I get a little recap of what happened?
No.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't know what else.
a man of many words today.
What's else
Brennan
sad?
Donovan, spring training parallel stars of the MLB, Ronald Acuna Jr. The stakes were on. We made a bet before the series started. It's Carson Williams, nice notable rookie. Adrian Beltre on the 35th anniversary. Stars the MLB, James Wood. What was on the line was 100 push-ups and a hanger box. So if your Mets won the 3-game series, 2 games out of 3, or if my Halos beat your Mets, 2 games out of 3 won the series, the loser would do 100 push-ups and would owe the other person, is Bobby Witt Jr., Titans of the game, would owe them a hanger box of their choosing. And so Mets won game 1 on Friday night. Urena for the Halos was pitching very, very good. Was going against, who was pitching on Friday? I don't remember for the Mets. No, Holmes pitched on Sunday. McLean pitched on Saturday. I don't remember who pitched on Friday, but whoever did, they're pitching really well. We got our silver, aka white pack, we'll do at the very end. But it was kind of a pitcher's duel. I think both offenses have been kind of in I think what some would say a slump.
The Angels offense?
I think both of our teams have been in offense.
The best.
But Mets came out on top. Urena he was cruising no runs through, I think, 6 innings or 5 innings, 6 innings, and got hit a line drive by Bo Bichette, 102 miles per hour off the bat, came right up the middle, ricocheted off the inside part of Robert Urena's knee, the starting pitcher for the Halos, and he went down. He was in pain. It didn't look good, and you could hear the sound off of his knee. It was like even like a sound of it coming off the bat, but even worse, it just obviously is clearly off his bone in his knee, and he did look like in a lot of pain. He actually got up and wanted to pitch more, which was, ooh, what's this? A pink? Oh, pink parallel. We don't see too many of those pink parallels. Interesting. He wanted to come back in, but the Kurt Suzuki, our Halo manager, said nope. You're sitting down. Even though he gave him a couple pitches and wanted to see how he felt, decided to keep him safe. And I understand.
Suzuki, I don't have anything for him. Jesus.
You didn't like Suzuki's decision, and I agree. I mean,
no, he's just been
what-
filling us. Like,
I would at least, in my opinion, I would at least give him one more batter to see how he because obviously he threw a couple warm-up pitches and he looked good. He said he felt fine, but sometimes pitchers will kind of sometimes they don't know necessarily how they feel, or maybe they're gonna just kind of disregard how they feel and they're just gonna get back in the game because they want to toughen that. They're tough, right? And I understand they may be in pain, and what you don't want to do, especially when your legs are compromised, that impacts the way you throw and your delivery, and that can cause injuries. And so I can understand from that perspective, taking him out, but at least give him one batter to see visually how he's doing, because a couple pitches isn't going to blow out your arm, I don't think. I'm no doctor, but I think it's safe to say give him one batter, see how he does. But it didn't work out that way, and our bullpen has been not good. Not good for a long time. And so Mets ended up winning that game 1. Noel McLean. Noel McLean on the Mets for game 2 pitched really good, but we ended up pulling out that victory. It was a low-scoring game. Detmers was dealing too, going in the 7th. That one actually ended up going in extra innings, and the Halos pulled it out.
yeah.
Did not see that coming, but they surprised us.
Did Detmers get the win?
Detmers did not get the win. So when you come out of the game, he came out of the game and he ended up giving a game-tying 2-run single. And so they tied the game when he left. It was 3-3 with a runner on. The bullpen got out of that jam, fortunately, but he did not get the win. And then unfortunately we fell on game 3 on Sunday. Jack Wanowitz for our Halos, he's actually been pitching really, really well. He only allowed 2 runs. And what's so surprising, which I give mad props to Dathan here, is that the biggest reason why he is a Mets fan is because of Mark Vientos, who's Cam Schlittler, notable rookie. We'll top load him. What's this? Ichiro. Oh, that's the pink one. Oh, nice. This is a very good. Pink is it is not a numbered card, but it is a rare parallel that does not come out very frequently. I have not seen.
I would agree on that, Dad.
So I don't know what the print number on these ones are, but it is not very high.
Low.
It is low. I don't know if it's like 100 or 150 or 200. Not 1 in a million, but it's a nice one. Pink, and that's a guy you want, Pink Ichiro. So congrats, Seattle Mariners, on that one. But what I was super happy for Dathan, and that if there's a way, if the Angels are going to lose and the Mets are going to win, it was nice to see Mark Vientos. He ended up getting 2 home runs in that game 3 on Sunday. And that's Dathan's favorite player. So
home runs.
2 home runs. Yeah. He just, he did very well. He got the 2-run shot off the starter, Jack Wanowitz, and the Halos never really recovered after that. We ended up losing 5-1, and our offense just had
Our offense was dead.
Ellie de la Cruz 35th anniversary. Yeah, it just was. I don't know what to say right now. We go through waves, and that's kind of every team kind of goes through slumps. And
I feel like if we do strike first in the first inning, then we don't get any other offense in the rest of the game.
There's Jimmy Crooks on the rainbow foil. Bubba Chandler, notable rookie there, top of those. Yeah, I know it's It's been tough. We're in a tough stretch. The Halos. I felt like the first 3 week games, we were very competitive. Ooh, we got a. This looks like a major league material, a bat relic maybe. All right, we got our next hit here. Nationals. Ooh, CJ Abrams. Let's go. National CJ Abrams game used memorabilia bat relic. Let's go. Not numbered, but nice. Nonetheless, major league material. Top load that ASAP, Kian. But man,
How do we tell if these are numbered again?
you know what? Oh, well, they'll have numbers on them, but usually they'll be a different color too. They'll have some sort of shade. There's Noel McLean, notable rookie card. We'll top load that one.
I just can't remember. Is
Gunner,
it like the
35th.
edges, like the kind of the white edging
Mm-hmm.
that's around it?
Yeah, the border kind of has like a
was
different
just thinking about
glow
that.
color.
I thought it was a little weird because I was like, it's hard to tell if it would be.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. One thing I will say for our Halos is that we are a very giving team. Our past 3 series, we've been swept by the. At the time, they had the worst record, Kansas City Royals. Then we got swept by the Chicago White Sox, who don't have a very good record at all either. They're one of the bottom teams.
And then the Mets, who are
And the Mets,
like,
who
were 12
literally
and 20,
had the worst
they were
record
10
for a while.
and 21.
Yeah.
They literally had the double amount of losses than they did wins.
Yeah, and they pulled it out. So I will say that the Angels are a very giving team right now. They're the one team that if you want to get back on track and your team is struggling, you better hope and pray that the Angels are on the next team on your schedule, because we're just that team right now. We're that team that is helping you get back on track. And so if we're gonna be bad, I want to help other teams out, right? And I don't mind helping the Mets because they're not the AL West, they're in the National League. Chicago White Sox, they're not in our division, although they're American League. Kansas City Royals, they're in the American, but they're not in the AL West. So I don't mind, helping out some of those other teams. But
I mean, like,
someday I hope that we're the team that gets right and we're the ones punishing teams.
but we're the Yankees.
But that's just not it right now.
We beat the Yankees like 11-4.
Yeah, I mean,
and we're just like, and then we can barely walk it off in the 10th inning against the Mets. Like, this is.
Yeah, I don't really have
What?
answers. You know what? I've even last year, I felt like Angels played better against really, really good teams, and we played really poor
Yes.
against bad teams. And I don't know what that says. I don't know if it's a lack of focus.
Or just like.
I mean,
weird.
and I understand, going up against the best sometimes like brings out like the competitive nature. And you might feel like that, right? If you go against the best pitcher in the league, maybe it's like, oh yeah, let's go. It's game on. And sometimes that helps you like dial it in. But man, you're a Major League Baseball player. Like, and I know the season's a grind. I get it. There's Nick Kurtz on the greatest hits. I get it. It's a long season and it's hard to stay focused every single game. But man, it's just disappointing. Ooh, I think we got a gold, Kian, or maybe yellow.
It's not
is
just
this?
disappointing. It's like the most disappointing thing in the world.
Toronto. I think it's a yellow. Joey Loperfido. Joey Loperfido. This should be to
He's on the Astros.
$3.99. I think he's on the Astros now, huh? Or maybe he's on the Toronto Blue Jays now. And he was on the Astros. I don't know. That's a good.
He's just on the Astros this year.
So maybe he got traded or something. I don't know.
He was on there for.
I feel like he was on the Astros last year.
No.
So he was at Toronto Blue Jays last year, and now he's on the Astros. So this one's gonna be 287 out of 399.
Yeah, I remember. Because remember when we went to Houston Astros opening day?
Oh, I think you're right. I remember him playing, huh?
Joey Loperfido, and he was one of the guys who was hitting really well.
I think you're
He was
right.
getting on base a lot.
David Wright,
Him and
35th.
like Jake, him and Jake something. I can't remember his name, but
There's Kyle Till, another notable
yeah, it
rookie
was
here.
definitely Joey Loperfido.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kian. So he must have. I thought he was on the Astros last year too. So I don't know.
He could have
Why
been,
he's-
but I
I don't know. Maybe I'm just-
don't really.
There's Aaron Judge on the 2025 All Tops team.
Because I remember him. I'm pretty positive that he was actually on the Blue Jays last year, but the only note the only reason I know he's on the Astros is because we saw him in opening day at the Houston Astros Stadium.
That was a fun series. That was a lot of fun. So, Kian, you had quite a string of baseball this past week since our last break. Last Wednesday, you went head to head with the first place team in your division.
It was Wednesday?
Last Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
That was last Wednesday. You want to give a little recap of your week in baseball?
Oh, yeah. So on Wednesday, we literally walked it off. We got a walk, and it was bases loaded, and we walked it off.
We walked it off. It was a competitive game the whole game. You
Oh,
guys were
yeah,
in it.
that
You know,
was-
it's you guys showed up to play. And here's first pack of the jumbo box. And you guys, you played a really good game. Pitching, hitting, defense, no errors. And you guys
Yeah.
ended up pulling out a W against the best team in the league. And so for the third victory of the year for you guys, and victories have been very hard for you guys to come by this year. And
Yes.
and then on Saturday, you kind of, I think it wasn't one of those games. It just, things weren't clicking, errors and walks. And
So we
you had a very
lost-
good game personally, and especially offensively, went 3 for 3 with a double and 2 singles. I think you did your part. You also pitched a couple good innings, and but just I think the biggest takeaway on Saturday was the errors. Right, that
Mhm.
seemed like the biggest thing. Looks like we got a Jackson Merrill Rainbow Foil
Tough
Shohei
thing to talk
35th.
about. It's a tough thing to talk about when it's just like we beat them before, but it's just like
Yeah, and the team that you probably, and that's isn't that like the Angels, right?
yes, exactly.
I feel like you guys are kinda-
That's what I was thinking about. I'm
Kind of
like,
like- you kind of like you guys have the Angel personality, right? Because you guys play really well against the good teams, but the maybe not so good teams, at least on the record wise, you don't play as well. And I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. I don't know what that means. It can mean a lot of different things and the reasons why, but
and it's
But-
sad because I'm pretty sure our team scored 4 runs,
yeah, and you
and I
guys,
scored 2 of them.
yeah, no, it's you guys. I think you guys are a much better team than you guys showed on Saturday, and it's one of those games that I felt like you could have or should have at least been more competitive. There's David Bednar on the Sangletter, Bubba Chandler in the 35th, and greatest hits, Patrick Bailey. But that's how baseball is, It doesn't matter how talented you are, anybody can win that day. And sometimes whoever's on the mound, who's pitching better, who's gonna, pay attention to the details and not make those errors, all those things count. And so you have one more regular season game this Thursday, and then the playoffs start next Wednesday.
Yeah,
Big
we're playing the
props.
Bananas again.
I know you're playing the number 1 team again. I don't know how that happened, but
Well, technically now they're the number 2 team because we beat them. So yeah,
no, they're the number 1 team.
they are.
They have been the number 1 team for pretty much the entire season. And they beat the number 2 team. So it definitely solidified their place in first place. But another news, you got to try out for All-Stars yesterday. How did you feel
Yeah.
walking away?
I felt pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. Definitely felt like I should be there with those kids that tried out.
As athletes, you felt like you belonged there?
Yeah,
I'd agree. I mean, I didn't see your whole, I was working with your brother
yeah,
for half of your tryout and for the first half of your tryout. So I missed some of the defensive drills that they were working with you guys, but I got to see your hitting and you're running the bases. And I mean, it seemed like you belonged up there. We did get a goal border parallel, and we're going to have to randomize this one. It's the RBI American League leaders, Cal Raleigh, Aaron Judge, and Vinny Pasquantino. This is going to be 18-19 out of 2026. So we'll randomize that at the very end. But I thought you did really well. So hopefully they should be announcing the results of those All-Star. But you know what? Whatever happens, Kian, I'm so proud of you.
yeah.
You're definitely an All-Star in my book. And even a lot of those players too, there's a good chunk. I mean, half of those kids are going to, end up not making the team, and it's tough because there are a lot of
Actually,
talented.
well, never mind. Sorry.
Well, I think so. We're almost half. I think there's 20 kids that tried out, and there's only
12 to
10 that
15.
the board will choose, and then the manager potentially could add another 2 if he wants to, and I think he probably will.
5, actually. We can have up to 15
I
players.
think so, but I don't think they'll add 15. I'm pretty confident they'll keep it down to 12, closer to 12, maybe even 11. So, but we'll see. And I think partly is that because you don't want to have 15 guys and then not everybody bats. And so you're having 6 guys take, a big commitment of giving up their summer for potentially just sitting on the bench, So it's a big ask. So I'm pretty sure I don't know, who knows? I'm not the manager and I have no idea. That's just my guess of what they potentially going to do. Is a rainbow foil for the Phillies team card. We got Owen Casey on the 35th and Tatis on the big ticket player. So super proud of you, Kian. You did really well. However it shakes out, you've made some strides, pitching, hitting, really all around. I would say the only thing, and this is kind of like an area, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you agree with me in the assessment, I think batting wise, your bat to ball skills, hitting to, middle, going the other way, swinging through the pitch, pitching wise, throwing for strikes, really kind of locating the zone. You've really taken a step forward in that area.
Yeah.
I think the only part of your game that I would really love to see some more improvement, maybe you probably didn't take a step forward, maybe you stayed the same, was your speed. Would you agree with that? I don't know if you've gotten faster. Maybe you've gotten smarter. You definitely stole a lot of bases, and you've always been fast or on the faster side of your team. But I feel like
I know. I feel like I can be faster, but
I feel like you can be
feels pretty
faster.
fast, but
I don't know what it is when you are. I don't know if it's the cleats or if it's.
think
I don't
it's
know what it
'cause-
is, but I don't
know,
feel
but-
like you are able to run freely. Looks like we got an auto coming up here, Kian.
I can
So
run
let's-
faster
Whoa.
in Crocs than I can in cleats.
Look at this, Kian. We had a jumbo pack and this car back to back. This is upside down, and it's the same guy right behind it, Jake Raleigh. Very interesting. I've never seen it happen. We have an auto right here, so I'm gonna hide that. Let's put that in the very back. Let's
Dad,
put this right here.
Um,
Hold that thought real quick, kid. Don't lose it though. Show Timanaga, Sandglitter, Adrian Belcher, 35th, James Wood profiles insert, and then our first and maybe only auto of the break. We got a relic from the hobby box. Hopefully we'll get another auto from the silver packs. Let's see. This should be an on-card auto. It looks like it's going to be on the 35th anniversary. Texas Rangers. Ooh, Josh Jung. This is a guy that, when he was a rookie, he made the All-Star team on his rookie year in 2023. I think he got injured in 2024 and kind of hasn't regained his status, I would say. He's played really well this year, I believe. I remember we played Texas and he had a pretty good series, but hopefully he can kind of regain his form. He's a really good player. Third baseman, defense. So, and what were you going to say in the last thought?
Oh, I was gonna say, I think it's cleats because I can run faster in Crocs than I can in cleats.
And that's the problem. You should not be able to. You should, and maybe that's the type of cleats we need to experiment with some. I don't know what it
just
is.
think
I also think too, even just like running the bases without like just normal shoes or some turf shoes. Like, I think working on your angle at the bases, right? Because I don't think speed is not. That's not the fastest guy on the team. Like straight shot isn't necessarily the fastest guy on the diamond, right? When you're rounding the bases, there's an art to it in terms of angles, how you round the bases, how you curve, how you run through the bag, and how you hit the corner. So I think there's definitely an art to it. It's not just the fastest guy on the team. Sometimes it's how well you hit those, the corners of the bag and how well you round the bases. It matters. And so but that's something but we haven't really practiced on, you and me, and I don't think individually, other than team practice, is not something you have. So we can't expect too much there. Ooh, Kian, there's Tommy Edman rainbow foil, Aaron Judge yellow refractor foil. This is going to be $3.99. It's going to be a book ending, $3.99 out of $3.99. Now, if this was eBay, they would say this is a 101. I don't agree with that, but it is a book ending, and it is a very, in some people's eyes, a highly sought after parallel because it's the end of that parallel. The first print and the last print of a parallel can sometimes be a very high on demand. So Aaron Judge right there, it's a beautiful card. This looks clean. $3.99 out of $3.99. Congrats, New York Yankees, on that yellow refractor.
Congrats. Congrats.
We got Cole Young 35th and Jose Ramirez on the big ticket player. So we've gotten one auto and that's it. We have not gotten the relic out of this jumbo box. So, ooh, no, I thought that was a thick card. No, it's not a thick card. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get a bonus auto. Who knows? Who knows? Or maybe we get a bonus relic. Sometimes you get bonus relics out of here. It's cool. Some Montgomery. I will say though, we haven't talked about your Phillies, Keen, but it seems like they have been playing better. Their offense is starting to pick up. Schwarber was in a little bit of a slump. I think he had like 8 or 9 strikeouts in a row.
Yeah, it was like, and then his team, we saw, but his teammates, I think, gave him like a standing ovation
when he got the walk.
Got a walk, when he got his first walk. It was just like,
that was pretty funny.
Finally.
That was pretty funny seeing that. Sometimes it's a sign of relief. Sometimes you just need to you need something to happen. And sometimes a walk can kind of get you back in track, you know, just seeing pitches and you're not a swing and miss. And
I felt like
that's tough.
I feel like I'm seeing I feel like I'm seeing the ball a lot better than it was before.
Oh, 100%. I'd agree with that. I can't even remember the last time you struck out. It's been a couple weeks, at least 3, 4, maybe even 5 games since you've last struck out. And I think that's it plays into how well you're seeing the ball. And it's not because you're facing easier pitchers. Actually, you've been facing some really tough pitchers.
Yeah.
But you've been able to, put some good at bats, foul off balls, put some balls in play. And a lot of those have, gotten through the gap and gotten some good hits. And you've gotten some good walks too as well. There's Andrew Vaughn on the rainbow foil, Riley Green 35th, and Paul Skeens on the profiles. You know what? A big news coming out from the from Detroit today.
What?
Former Cy Young winner Tarek Skubal is hitting the IL. Needs surgery on his elbow, left elbow. I know. I'm not a Detroit Tigers fan, but I'm a baseball fan, and I love seeing the best go head to head.
Let him get injured.
No,
he was the one who told Neto go sit down.
But see, that's what I'd like. I want to see that, and now I can't see that happen next time we play Detroit because I want to see Neto go head to head against the best.
Didn't he say the F word?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I thought he said mother.
Let's not repeat those words. We're not going to say that.
What?
Wow. We got a book ending here for Aaron Judge, and now we got one to start the parallel. This was going to be a purple refractor for Will Benson for the Reds, and it's going to be 1 out of 250. 1 out of 250. So we got the start of a book.
1 out of 1.
It's the 1. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Interesting. And we got the start of a parallel and the end of a parallel in the same box. Will Benson. We did get a relic right behind that. Looks like it's going to be for the Braves. Ozzy Albies. I'm going to show it off right now. Looks like it's going to be a 35th anniversary relic. We first got Junior coming out on the Sangler, and then Ozzy Albies on the Bat relic. Game used memorabilia on the 75th, 35th anniversary. That's a really cool card. Alex Bregman on the 35th and Bryce Harper on the profiles. All right, last pack of the jumbo box.
We're coming to you live from
Let's go.
Steadfast Breaks.
Let's go. Come on, last pack. Here we go.
Last pack mojo.
Let's go.
Last pack mojo.
Ooh, Roman Anthony.
Last pack.
That's our first Roman Anthony base card.
Actually, I'm pretty sure.
I think we only got 1 Roman Anthony, 1 Jack Caglione. base rookie.
No, we've gotten more Jack Hags.
Did we? Maybe I missed them. I mean, hopefully I put them off to the side, but
I guess so.
there's Mike Yastrzemski on the rainbow foil, Samuel Basile on the 35th, and Sadan Raphael on the greatest hits. All right, Kian, this is it.
Mike,
Bottom of the ninth.
Scrumsky.
We still have one stand to fill here, Kian, and I believe it's going to be from one of these Mojo Chrome
You never know.
parallels
You never know.
from the silver, aka the white packs. All right, these two first packs are coming from the jumbo.
Wait, which one, Dumbo or Hobby, is gonna come through?
Hobby has definitely produced the biggest hits. So that's where we pulled the Mike Trout orange auto from, and that's where we pulled the didn't we pull is it Chase Burns or no
Chigalish, Curve, Ball, or Rove.
no Bubba, it was
Bubba Chandler.
Bubba Chandler, right? Bubba Chandler, I think.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Bubba
We got on the Mojo Chrome auto. So I don't think we've hit an auto from the jumbo. Oh, green.
Okay, so it's Jumbo. I was gonna guess
Not
Jumbo.
auto though. But hey, we got color.
Jumbo was my guess. So
All right,
yeah.
Julio Rodriguez. Ooh, Cam Schlittler. Parker Messick has been very, very good. And then behind this,
Shohei Ohtani.
Carson Weisenhunt at a 99, green for the Giants. Last week we pulled a gold Shohei Ohtani on the Mojo Chrome. And this week we're going green.
Yeah, and was that out of the Jumbo or Hobby?
You know, I think that might have been out of the jumbo.
Yeah.
So the number cards are coming out of jumbo, autos coming out of hobby. This is going to be 57 out of 99. So we did get something for the hit the stands there. That's a nice number card. We'll take it. Rookie, pitcher. I don't know much about Carson Weisenhunt. I don't know if he's on the 40-man roster right now or if he's on the active roster.
Or the injured
I
list?
don't think so. I don't recognize his name, but I don't watch the Giants often.
Imagine they put someone on the injured list, yet they're not injured, just so they can have extra room.
Extra room for what?
For like they're gonna use them, but they need him to like get ready first.
Jose Altuve, Bryce Harper, Riley Green, and Carson Williams. All right, this is the silver pack, aka white pack from Hobby Box. Let's see. Here we go. Doesn't look like we have an auto. We got Riley Green, Carson Williams, Ozzie Smith, and Craig Biggio. That's one we have not seen. And it looks like he's young in that picture. Obviously, he's an old school player, but the picture itself, it looks like when he's young. I love the old school Astro logo there. It's a nice one. All right, guys, we got a recap here. This was break 412 2026 Top Series 1 Jumbo Hobby 3-box mix team break. We got a Heritage 2 Hobby Box team break coming right up. We're going to switch streams here, but we're going to do a full hit recap. Let me sleeve up these Mojo Chromes. And then, Keen, I know you got some of these hits to show off and then a recap. We'll do that here in just a second.
Yeah, I'll grab my videos. I'll grab my camera. I'll show you the videos of my hits, you know?
Let's go. I wish, man. That'd be kind of cool. But super proud of you. You've been playing some really good baseball. And I think, you know, one thing that I really would have challenged you to continue to work on it and develop is the work ethic and the ability to be a leader on the field and lift up other people around you. You know, that's one thing that you're not always going to have the hot bat, and being able to recognize and make the people around you better and make yourself, you know, even when you're not playing well, to have that attitude of, I'm going to still work hard. I'm going to give this everything I got. And sometimes, you know, I think of like Zach Neto right now in a really big slump. He's a player that I am really high on. And I don't know what kind of vibe he gives to his players, but I hope that he's able to, you know, still have a positive impact on the players around. Oh, we got to randomize this one, Kian. Let's not forget. I'm going to put that one right there in the center. So that's my encouragement to you to keep that up, keep developing that part of your game, making sure that you are a player that is life-giving, that you make others better, you make the people around you better. And I think that's what a baseball player and a true leader is. All right, so how we do randomize, let's do this randomizer first. How we do randomizers, we get a 6-sided die. So we have 3 players on this one. We divide up 6 by 2, or 3 players. So if it's a 1-2, it goes to the player on the left. If it's 3-4, it goes to the player in the middle. And if it's 5-6, it goes to the player on the right. So if it's 1-2, it's going to the Mariners. If it's 3-4, it's going to the Yankees. And if it's 5-6, it's going to the Royals. All right, Kian. Now, the key is, if we're going to drop it right here in the center, if it rolls off the screen, we're going to redo it. So, Kian, let's try to keep this roll in the center so it does not roll off the screen. If it does, we're going to redo it. So it rolled off the screen. You can't see it. We're going to roll it one more time. Or until it rolls. There it is. All right, 6. And it was meant to be, because when it rolled off the screen, it was a 6 too. So it just was meant to be. So this is going to the Kansas City Royals. Vinny Pasquantino and the Kansas City Royals. Keen, if you could write a post-it note on the back of this, going to the Royals, Kansas City, for that gold border parallel. All right, guys, this is break 412 2026 Top Series 1 Jumbo Hobby 3-box team break. Here's our hit recap. These are our Mojo Chrome parallels. We get Cam Schlittler, Julio, Parker Messick, Carson Williams, Riley Green, Bryce Harper, Jose Altuve, Ozzie Smith, Carson Williams, Riley Green, and Craig Biggio. For our notable rookies, we got Roman Anthony, Jacob Mizrahi, Kyle Teal, Jack Caglione, Colson Montgomery, Mizrahi, Schlittler, Basayo, Chandler, Burns, Williams, McLean, Teal, Burns, McLean, Mizrahi, Chandler, Schlittler, Williams, Burns, and Basayo. Just some we put off the side. We got one first look. Going to our Halos, Caroline Marks. First pitch. Greatest hits insert. We got Ceddanne Rafaela, Patrick Bailey, Freddie Freeman, Nick Hertz, Shohei Ohtani, and Bobby Witt Jr. Our profiles insert. We got Bryce Harper, Paul Skeens, James Wood, and Mookie Betts. For our Sandglitters, we got Junior Caminero, Casey Mize, Shota Managa, Carson Williams, and David Bednar. Big ticket player, we got Jose Ramirez, Tatis, and Bobby Witt Jr. Stars of the MLB, Acuna, Wood, and Soto. We only got 3 of those. Usually get 4 in the blaster. Interesting.
I think it's because we got 3 Titans of the game.
Oh, maybe that's why. You're right.
Usually you get more Titans of the game if you get less Stars of MLB.
Yeah, that's what it is. Brendan Donovan and Houston Nationals team card on the spring training parallel. We did, like Kian said, we got 3 Titans in the game from the blaster: Bobby Witt Jr., Ronald Acuna Jr., and Mike Trout. For our rainbow foils, we got Mike Yastrzemski, Andrew Vaughn, Tommy Edman, Phillies team card, Jackson Merrill, Dalton Varsho, Jimmy Crooks, and Reed Detmers. 35th anniversary. Alex Bregman, Samuel Basayo, Riley Green, Colby Thomas, Cole Young, Adrian Beltre, Owen Casey, Shohei Ohtani, Bo Jackson, Bubba Chandler, David Wright, Mike Trout, Gunnar Henderson, Kyle Teal, Ellie De La Cruz, Adrian Beltre, and Shohei Ohtani twice. That's pretty good, pitching-wise. We got 225 all-tops team, Jose Ramirez and Aaron Judge. Some notable hits from the stand. We got a pink, and this is a short print. There's not numbered, but this is a shorter print variation. Pink Ichiro on the 35th anniversary. Very, very cool card. That pink pops. If you're into pink, that is a cool color. We did get 2 yellow refractors, the 399. We got one for Joey Liberfido. This is going to be 287 to 399 for the Toronto Blue Jays. And then we got a book ending Aaron Judge, 399 out of 399 on the yellow foil. So a very cool card for the Yankees. We got 1 green from the Mojo Chrome Silver Packs to 99 Carson Weisenhunt for the Giants, rookie pitcher. It's going to be 57 out of 99. 1 purple out of 250, Will Benson, Cincinnati Reds. It's going to be 1, another book ending. This one's starting the series, 1 out of 250. Interesting. Out of the same jumbo box, we got 2 book ending parallels. Ozzy Albies on the 35th anniversary Wood Bat Parallel or Bat Relic game used memorabilia. So nice hit for the Braves. We got a game used memorabilia Major League Material CJ Abrams, another Bat Relic for the Nationals. And then our only auto of the break, Josh Jung for the Texas Rangers. I will say the autos were a little lackluster.
man. Thanks for Judge book ending.
Let's
Oh
go,
my
Tim. Of course, Tim.
Of course, he of all people gets it. You know,
Tim, he's got the teams. He's got the luck.
He's got the luck.
That was a nice little pickup parallel right there at the end for you. Guys, we have a theme verse right here, Proverbs 4:26, and it is this.
Give careful thought to the path for your feet and be steadfast. And I mean steadfast in all your ways.
Let's go, guys. Hope you have a fantastic night. We are a family of faith, and if you need prayer for anything, we would love to stand with you in prayer for whatever you need prayer for. If you go to steadfastbreaks.com/prayer, you can enter your prayer request. We'd love to stand with you in prayer. So no matter how small or how big, you don't have to get super detailed. It could be super vague to something whether a new job opportunity, a family situation, whatever it is. We would feel honored and we'd love to pray with you. So steadfastbreaks.com/prayer. We have Heritage coming up here. We're going to switch over here in just a minute. And don't forget, Taco Tuesday breaks auctions end here in the next 45 minutes. So if you get on those breaks, you get free shipping, no matter if you win 1 team or 10 teams. And Taco Tuesday is always fun because we love eating tacos on Taco Tuesday, but we always throw in a bonus box on our Taco Tuesday. So just a little added incentive with that free shipping plus a bonus box, retail box, and throwing in that break should be a lot of fun. So Steadfast Breaks from Studio SB14, Rockland, California. We are Steadfast Breaks. Thanks for breaking with us, and we'll see you soon for break 413 coming up here in just a minute.
Peace. Thanks for breaking this. We out. Cause what it's all about.
And
Peace out.
And God bless Jason. Thank you, Tim, for being a live break. Appreciate the kind words. Great job, Kian. Let's go.